We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jones. Looking right side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Throwing Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams. 53 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Courtland Sutton, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
is up to about the 37. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This 2nd and 4. Gibbs straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Jones now. Off play action. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second down, here's Gibbs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Switch it up here and look to throw. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Prescott now on second down. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hold as he's brought down at the 11. Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about that as they head out on the field for this drive. That whole offensive unit is thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 6 now. In motion right, that's Williams. To throw on 2nd down, Jones. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Hand off now to Gibbs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Jones sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got it at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a 1st down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Lamb will go in motion. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Prescott's throw taken in by Sutton.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man, right side, it's Lane. And he will have the Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 4th down conversion. And they're going to speed things up here. First down, Prescott. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This is 2nd and 8. Prescott yet again. That is caught by Lamb. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Called on a very strong gain of 24.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But
and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jonathan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead grows to 14 and 24-10. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of rhythm behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 22, Jones. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Detroit. 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 range.
Off play action, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Open man downfield is low. It's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw is Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. DeMarvion Overshown just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure.
There he goes, left side. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Cowboys. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing, Jones. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On the give, here's Gibbs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Mozzie Smith there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Jones on third down. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all.
They're looking for one, but it's intercepted. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
Well, it cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Jones, and that one going to be off target and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead is now an even 30. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. Gibbs going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Now Jones wants to change it up. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it would appear that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Second down, Prescott. That is caught, Schoonmaker. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Prescott here to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Aubrey now for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Second and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Talk about two sides of the ball and cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
go, go. Get out there, get out there. Then we're going to 53. Go to 54, go to 54. Why? What do you think?
Throwing here, Prescott. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do.
He's got him in, complete. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Pushes past him, and they can't bring him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.